Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the first ever War of the Visions Global Olympic Cup. My name is Auronnj. I will be joined shortly by my color caster for the day, Merlot, and Merlot, myself, the people in the Disney Discord. We are bringing you this tournament. What is the Olympic Cup? If you do not know, guilds from around the globe were asked to select one challenger to come compete against other guilds challengers for the prestigious honor of being Global's Olympic Cup champion. The turnout was amazing. We only wanted 32 guilds. We ended up having to close the registration at 64. So to everyone who reached out, to everyone who's participating, from Merlot, myself, the Disney people, thank you. This is going to be awesome. So how does this work? Well, if you see on the screen here, this is one quadrant of a 64-man bracket. We randomly paired each guild against each other, right? And it's just a big old bracket. It's just like March Madness. This would be the A quadrant right here, and you can see all the matchups. They will keep going. Eventually, we'll have, a Final Four, a Finals, all of that. For the round of 64, the first round, we have selected one match from each quadrant to shoutcast so you guys can see the highlights, kind of follow the tournament. That's what this video today is going to be. So yeah, without further ado, let's throw it to myself and Merlot for some exciting matches. Okay. For our first highlighted match of the tournament, we have Happy Cat from the Cabbage Patch Kids versus aipOQ from Salt, aka Bella Coban, aka Eileen, aka whatever Salt's calling themselves this week. Two very high-profile guilds. Merlot, look at these teams and tell me what you think is going to happen here.
Okay, so right away, I'm also just going to take note of what we're seeing in the background. We can see Happy Cat actually has Whisper right up in front. That means that he's going to be using her as a tank, and it looks like he actually has his units spaced out. Now, we look at aipOQ's team, and we can obviously see he has a lot of AoE. He has Darkness, he has Hazard Crash, and he has Detonation Blast. If his units group up, all of his units die. So Happy Cat needs to spread everything out. So what he's probably going to be doing is he's probably going to be protecting Garvel with everything that he has. He probably has his team spread out. He has Whisper up in front, probably with heavy slash or heavy magic resist. And then he has Dwayne with probably the +5 hate attack as well. He has that nice darkness party buff that's buffing all those units up. But he's basically saying, I have too much hate on all my units except for Garvel. You can't kill Garvel until all my units are dead.
And it's really fitting that the Cabbage Patch Kids are going to run Whisper in the first round of this tournament, because that is Cabbage's main unit, and so they are representing their man here.
I know. Now, I will just have to say this. aipOQ, where's your Eileen? All right, let's go.
Yeah, okay, let's do it. Fight's going to start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, and we're into the fight. So right off the bat, you're going to see Ruinstern use bells. That's going to give him as much AP as he needs. If Happy Cat's team groups, they are going to be in trouble from Hazard Crasher, from Catastrophe, all of those Ruinstern abilities. Now, Happy Cat's way to victory here is Dwayne hard carries. Just like that. That's not Dwayne, that's Garvel. Garvel one-shots Garvel. Unfortunately for Happy Cat, aipOQ's Garvel had the zombie TMR. Now, fortunately,
he was expecting that.
I doubt he was expecting that, right? You don't see that much on Garvel. You see that more on like support units, stuff like that. Okay, here comes Whisper. What has Whisper got? She's got the taunting spell and the kill on Garvel. Things are looking up. Merlot, what do you think about this fight to this point?
Right now, Ruinstern needs to get up there. He had Ruinstern way too far back. Yeah. And now it's pretty much a 3-on-2 right now. But then again, we could say the same thing about the enemy, Cabbages. Oh, wait a second.
Massive confusion lands onto Whisper, and now the signature unit of Cabbage Patch Kids' whole guild is confused.
This
and
is
playing
going
for
to
the
be
other
the
team.
doom of them. She's gonna run into them. Yep, they're
grouped.
up.
This is exactly the bad. Yep. We've seen it before, the AoE Hazard Crusher madness. It is almost a triple kill. Now, can Dwayne kill him? Barely no. Barely no. Ruinstern buffs, but doesn't move. So he'll get to go. He gets to go again. He gets another turn. Catastrophe. Oh my
Ruinstern is so fast, and Whisper is so slow that pretty much Ruinstern just lapped her.
Oh my gosh.
And I will have to say, this is actually the first time I've ever seen a Gafgarion's TMR sword actually change the course of a battle from a sure loss into a sure victory at that point.
It 100% changed that fight too. Like, that Gafgarion proc was massive. Okay, that's it for our first fight. Salt advances to the round of 32. Cabbage Patch Kids is out in the round of 64. Let's go to our next match. Okay, for our second highlighted fight of this tournament, we have a real David and Goliath thing here, right? We have Moira from Praetorian, a guild that's not, maybe as well known as a guild like Cetra, who Vayne is from. Cetra constantly competing for rank 1 on the global ladders. Moira sitting at rank 94, Vayne sitting at rank 128. That's a big gap. Vayne has already won the first fight. This is the beginning of fight 2. Merlot, what can you tell us about what we're seeing right here?
All right, so obviously Moira is going to be running a very tanky build. He's going to be trying to outlast their damage output. As you can see, he's running Warrior of Light, extremely tanky. He's running Dwayne as an emergency tank, just in case Warrior of Light goes down. They'll give Little Leela enough time to full life, and hopefully they'll just outright kill them all without any problem. Now, the one thing that he will have problems with is the debuffs. This team is very heavy debuff.
Now, where does the damage come from Moira's team here? Like, what's he thinking as far as how's he going to kill these people?
I'm pretty certain that he's going to be using Dwayne for the full damage. Little Leela's most likely going to be stuck in healing mode this whole entire fight, unless if both of those guys go down, and then Little Leela's going to go full offensive at that point.
Okay, well, let's run it. The fight's going to start in 3, 2, 1, and we are off. So we're looking to see if Moira can bounce back against, like, we'll call it the Super Whale Cetra squad over here, running Agrias, Sakura, Ildira. Now, Agrias, Sakura, Ildira, very meta team right now, lots of magic damage, lots of status effects like Merlot was saying, and they're moving forward as a unit, getting their buffs up. There's that magic resist buff to take on Little Leela. Now, what's Moira got here? Well, Dwayne gonna cast bells. So, Merlot, I think you're right. Dwayne here looking to set up with those bells, stay back and do damage. Do you agree with bells on Dwayne?
Yes, I do in this comp, 100%. Though, support Little Leela on this map, that's a gamble, just because you're going to see a lot of magic teams or a lot of physical teams. He chose wrong with a physical buff.
Yeah, right. I agree. So, okay, Agrias moves up, does not land her first stop of the fight, so that's big. Anytime Agrias uses an ability, you kind of have to be like, okay, it didn't stop my whole team, or something like that. Little Leela does negligible damage to Agrias right there. Like, what, 100 or something? And here comes Sakura's
99.
99. Okay. Here's Sakura's limit break. Oof.
Ooh. Caught Little Leela out.
And guess what? It's Ildira's turn. So Ildira walks up. Here's Water Aga on all three. And Little Leela is down. So there goes that sustain. Like, does Moira have a chance at this point?
Oh, it's going to depend on this. Can he one-shot? Well, okay.
That helps. That's got to help. Okay. Now it's Agrias. So here's the RNG play again, right? Can Agrias walk out here and, disable Warrior of Light? She sure can. So just as Moira feels like, I'm gaining control of this fight, Agrias comes out and says, your Warrior of Light is de facto out. And then, boom, there's the big hit from Ildira. Actually immobilizes Dwayne. So all of those status effects we were talking about are coming into play, but it's not stopping Dwayne. He one-shots Vayne's Ildira. It's a 2v1, but that one person is Agrias. Can Agrias do this, Merlot?
I think she can. Because at the moment, you gotta think that, ooh, jeez.
Oh, that's AP gone.
Yep, that is AP gone. I just totally didn't even think of that. Now she doesn't have any AP left.
Oh, she's gonna go slap. She slaps Dwayne. She probably didn't want to move next to the immobilized Dwayne. Now, he has 87 AP, so he was probably going to slap her back no matter what. And Moira actually clutches it up, wins fight 2. This one's going to go on to fight 3 for the David and Goliath match. So let's kick it to fight 3. Okay, fight number 3, the deciding fight of Moira versus Vayne. Merlot, it looks to me like Moira, for the third fight in a row, running the same comp. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about Vayne's response to that?
All right, so as we know, Moria has been running the same comp 3 times now. Moria understands that this is probably Moria's only team now. and he's running a perfect response to it. Moira's team wants to sit back, buff, and protect little Leela and protect Dwayne enough. So he's just going to respond with overwhelming force. He knows that Warrior of Light has hate, so he's going to just dispel hate, and he's just going to murder the whole team with all the AoE gunners and snipers that he has.
Yeah, so who do you think has bells in Vayne's group before we start this?
In Vayne's, oh man, it's either going to be Frederica or Nivlu.
Sure. Okay, well, let's start the fight. 3, 2, 1, and we're in it. So let's see if Vayne's strategy here of I'm just going to play missiles and I'm just going to blow you off the map works. Frederica lands the perfect buff on 3. Well timed out play there by Vayne. Vayne's Nivlu going to use target, so it's not time mage. It is it's just like archer DPS Nivlu. I personally like time mage, but you know Vayne knows what he's doing here. Oh, look at that Lunaverve.
Do they not have bells?
They might not. He might not be running bells. He might have some kind of agility played out here where he doesn't need that 7 agility or something. I don't know. It's rare not to see bells, as you know Vayne has bells. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Okay, Warrior of Light gets his hate buff off. Now, Frederica is going to end up shooting him here because she goes before Nivlu. So there it is, arm shot, no disable. Now here's what you were talking about, Merlot. Here comes the dispel shot we think. There it is, dispel spread. So Merlot, tell the viewers, what does that do to Warrior of Light's hate?
It basically neglects him. He's now worthless in this fight. He's just gonna kind of stand around. He's gonna act almost, yeah. He's just gonna.
There it is.
Yeah,
there it was. Yep. Victoria, the real carry of the group, I guess, just says, Warrior of Light, I don't even care that you exist in the same game as me. I'm going to kill your healer. Now, she does trade her life back. Can Dwayne and Warrior of Light do the ultimate 2v2 like they did last time? Well, I don't know. Frederica didn't have bells, so she had to just shoot there. Same with Nivlu, but she smartly targets the Dwayne. He's dead. Give me a percentage chance Warrior of Light wins this fight.
None.
0?
Absolutely
okay,
none.
He stops Frederica.
As
Slow
much
arrow?
as I said none.
Moved. Oh, his agility's low.
If he gets 2 stops, he wins.
That's right. TTT's one more. But he's really dang slow. He doesn't have the AP. He's going to walk up and slap Frederica. Nivlu's still alive. He's got 23. He can do it next turn, I think. He eats an arrow. He's still at like, what, 1,000-ish, maybe 800 health. I didn't see the exact number. Okay, Nivlu going to get to shoot again. She's got slow arrow. That'll kill him. That's a chain that she built by herself. Oh, no, he's alive. He's wait, but Frederica will just do the honors of stepping back, shooting him for 900 damage. GG, that's the fight. Vayne will advance to the round of 32. Moira is out, so Cetra moves on. Praetorian, great showing in this guild. You got unlucky and paired against Cetra in the first round. That was random RN Jesus bad luck, but way to show up. Let's go to our next series of highlights.